is just not looking super fab today, okay? I've been trying to mess with it a lot and it just doesn't look very good, so we're just gonna roll with it and keep going. I don't count calories. I eat when I'm hungry. I eat when I'm not hungry. I literally eat as much as I want and I never gain weight. In fact, I lost weight when I started applying these daily principles to my life. And so if you're interested in learning what I did to lose weight and what I do now to maintain my weight, let's jump in. If you're interested in following me on Snapchat or not Twitter, I mean, yeah, Twitter too. Should I put like all of them here? No. If you're interested in following me on Snapchat or Instagram, I put my names right here so you can follow me if you want to. The biggest threat to our weight gain are EDCs, lack of movement, poor food choices, and poor lifestyle patterns. And I'm gonna be talking about all of those, starting with EDCs. Okay, so what the heck are EDCs? They are endocrine disrupting chemicals. What the heck are endocrine disrupting chemicals? Your endocrine system produces all the hormones in your body that regulate your hunger, your mood, your sleep, your stress levels, and even really complex systems like your reproductive system. So that's your endocrine system. So the EDCs, these are chemicals that disrupt your endocrine system, your hormones. Endocrine disrupting chemicals are also known as obesogens. They affect the number and size of your fat cells and disrupt your metabolism. So in turn, they end up causing obesity, which can lead to other diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and hormone-sensitive cancers. Where the heck do they come from? The bad news is that they literally are everywhere. They are in the air, they are in our soil, they are in our water, and they are in our food. And the reason that they're in there is because of our modern technology. So the first and my number one tip for weight loss is to eat organic, whole foods. I have been doing this for 6-7 years now. I've been eating organic. And the reason being is that our modern agriculture throws on all these toxins in the form of herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, fertilizers. They go onto our food and all of those are known endocrine disruptors. So they literally are making you fat and can cause a host of other diseases and cancers. So not only are you not getting the toxic chemicals when you're eating organic produce, you're actually also putting foods in your body that are naturally detoxifying and will help get rid of those toxins. So basically, I just eat as many whole foods as I can throughout my week, so that way I can just enjoy myself on the weekend sometimes, but I still aim to eat as many clean whole foods as I can, always eating organic as much as possible. If you're interested in getting an idea of what I eat during my week, I will put a link up above. You can see my detox plan. I have a whole playlist. I will also put a link down below for the EWG's guide on buying produce, when to buy organic, when you can not buy organic to save money, and how to avoid GMOs in your diet. I'm gonna move on to the next topic, which is what I have more recently been doing, is cutting out animal products. Unless you're vegan or already eating plant-based, you're probably gonna be like, no. Okay, and you're probably gonna be like, I'm not following that rule because I like to eat animals. But it's important to know that most of the animals on the market are fed antibiotics, artificial hormones, and toxic chemicals like arsenic. And here's the problem. These are all tools that our factory farms use to make animals gain weight. And guess what? By you eating the animal, you are ingesting all these chemicals as well, and it's making you gain weight. And not only that, these animals are being fed the most genetically modified crops in the world, and all the crops that are heavily doused in all of these chemicals that I just talked about on your produce. If you still are someone who is not willing to give up animal products, whether it's meat, dairy, or eggs, then I would suggest that you buy organic, free-range, grass-fed, antibiotic-free, hormone-free. See, here's the problem. Instead of labeling products that contain all of these toxins, we've had to label all of the products that don't contain all these toxins. And so we use the term organic. But if you are trying to not get fat and not get sick, then I would suggest buying organic free-range animal products if you are not willing to give up meat yet, which is fine because I was not willing to give up meat for a very long time either. Next is drink clean water and lots of it, okay? I drink every single morning 32 ounces of water, and every single night I drink another 32 ounces of water. Once I started doing the habit of drinking 32 ounces in the morning and 32 ounces at night, I actually started drinking 4 to 5 to 6 32-ounce jars of water. And this is what I drink out of. Sorry, it's a little gross. I had lemon and cayenne water in it this morning. I make sure that I have a 32-ounce jar with me because if I don't, I'm not gonna go get up and refill my glass. So I need to have a 32-ounce jar. And they're glass, so they don't have toxins in them. I'm gonna put a link down below, again, by EWG on how to find a good, clean water source. And typically you wanna look for water filters that clean out the herbicide atrazine, lead, and arsenic. I would say that those are top ones that you should look for when finding a water filter system. Fun little fact, just small doses of the herbicide atrazine causes male frogs to turn into female frogs who produce viable eggs. Yes, that means these male frogs are turning into females who can have babies. Do you know where this herbicide atrazine is being used on the most? Corn. Yep, that's right, I do not eat corn. Also, corn is being fed to all of the animals that you eat. It's in the animals you eat, it's in the produce you eat, it's in our water. All of these chemicals that make women gain more testosterone and men gain more estrogen. If you're not interested in turning into the other sex, you may want to apply these principles into your daily life. Next up is exercise. If you're specifically losing to lose weight, which is what I was doing in the beginning, I didn't care about building muscle. All I wanted to do was shed weight fast. And it was super easy. Doing HIIT, high intensity interval training, or running. I've totally shifted my exercise routine over the last several years multiple times, and I still stayed the same weight. It's just always a combination of cardio, strength, and stretching. Start with 20 minutes a day, build up the habit of doing it. I crave exercise now. I love it. I used to hate exercise. I hated it. And not only does cardio help you shed weight fast, it actually balances your hormones. So basically this video is turning out to be how to balance your hormones. Next is sleep. Sleep is so important because this again regulates your hormones. If you stay up late and you wake up early, you're gonna be hungry, you're gonna go for fatty, unhealthy foods, sugary foods. This is kind of a known thing, so you just need to get sleep. I don't just set my alarm for Monday through Friday. I set it for Saturday and Sunday. I don't sleep in because it makes me more tired. And my last tip is rest. Rest is also good for balancing your hormones. It's forced time to take a break. I don't clean, I don't organize, I don't do things that are like just on my to-do list. And this applies to exercise as well. You always have to take 1 day of rest a week. I work out 6 days a week and I take 1 day of rest. These two rest times, my exercise rest day and my chores rest day or my work rest day, do not happen on the same day. I find exercise incredibly therapeutic. So for me on my rest day, it's like a day for me to take my time with exercise, go on a long hike and then do a HIIT workout or whatever the heck I'm doing. So basically adjusting my lifestyle and my priorities has just allowed me to do one of my favorite things to do, which is eat. So eat healthy, exercise just a little bit, start with one of these tips and then build up the habit and then go to the next one. That's what I did. It's taken me 6 years to build up all of these habits. That's a long time. You have the rest of your life. It is a long life. Don't think that it's too short that you can't make the change now. I used to think that way. Okay, I am rambling on and on and on and on, okay? Anyway, I hope these tips were helpful. Please check out the links below that I put in there. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. I hope you have a wonderful, happy, healthy week and weekend, and check back in next week for another video. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bye-bye.